What's up, YouTube? Welcome to a monthly pickup video for May 2014. I would totally be lying to you guys if I told you I took it easy when it came to purchasing video games in May. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I have quite a few games to share with you guys, and that's because there were some really good game releases this month. Lots of good stuff. Some games that I have been waiting for a long time finally were released. I picked them up, and there were some really good trading credit deals as well. So let's get started. I guess we'll start off with the portable games. First up, for the PlayStation Vita, I did pick up the God of War collection. This is basically God of War 1 and God of War 2, all on one itty bitty PlayStation Vita cartridge. That totally blows my mind because those were full-fledged PlayStation 2 games. The fact that they fit them all into one cart, it's pretty awesome. It's been a while since I played through God of War 1 and 2, so I'm really looking forward to doing that again, especially in the palm of my hands. That'll be great. I'm really curious to see how the controls map to the PlayStation Vita. You know, if the game plays well, really want to know how that works. So look forward to playing this in the future. I got it pretty cheap. I think it was retailing for 30 bucks, and I actually got it for $23. So, you know, can't go wrong with that. Also, for the PlayStation Vita, I picked up Mind Zero. I just got this game. I put about 30 minutes into it, and I like it so far. So far, it's very story-driven, and I guess you can expect that because this is an RPG. So, you know, that's gonna happen. But it's pretty interesting. A lot of people are comparing it to like Persona 3 and Persona 4, and it kind of has those similarities because you play as like a high school student, and the story is kind of based around a high school. There's dating sim stuff in there, so it is similar to Persona 3 and 4. The story so far, I guess it's one big mystery because there's two different realms, and I guess there's someone going around that's sucking people into this outer realm. Not quite sure yet. Like I said, I've only played around 30 minutes of it, but the gameplay is pretty interesting. It's a first-person dungeon crawler, and the battle system is pretty cool because you have minds in this game, and those minds are basically like personas, you know, from the Persona series. So, you know, they're pretty powerful. So who knows where this game is gonna go. I'm interested. I mean, it totally sucked me in with the story and the characters. I think the voice acting is pretty good, and it's pretty funny too. I've come across some funny lines. So looking forward to playing more of this game. If any of you guys have played it, let me know what you think about it. Borderlands 2 for the PlayStation Vita. I had to do it. I love the Borderlands series. I played the mess out of Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2 I completed, but I didn't love it as much as I loved the original game. I did love Handsome Jack though. I think he's a douche, but I think he's an awesome character. I really like him. This version though, it has its problems, and the main problem for me is definitely the frame rate issues, the lag. It gets pretty frustrating at times, and when it happens, it's so significant. Like, it's right there in your face, and you're gonna notice it, which kind of stinks. There will be times where I would aim and fire, or aim, and then the frame rate will drop, and then I fire, and then I totally miss my target. And that's frustrating when you're playing a shooter. But you know, also this game doesn't look as amazing as it does on the consoles, and that's to be expected. I mean, we're playing it on a portable system that's not as powered as the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360. You know, the textures are a little murky and they're not as crisp, but with all of that aside, I'm still having a lot of fun with this game. I'm like a level 15 Siren right now. The game has 2-player co-op. It was supposed to be 4-player co-op, but the week before it came out, they bumped it down to 2-player co-op, which I'm not mad at. And this version also comes with a lot of DLC. And it also has that cross-save functionality. So if you have a PlayStation 3, you can totally level up and do what you got to do on this version, and then save it into the cloud and continue playing on the PlayStation 3, which I might actually do. Borderlands 2 should be pretty cheap now on the PS3. I have it for the Xbox 360, but if I can find it cheap for the PS3, I'll probably go ahead and do that. In the beginning of May, we had a double dose of 3DS games, which was awesome, but it was also weird because both of the games were released on the same day. So we have here Mario Golf World Tour and also Kirby Triple Deluxe. I'm gonna save my thoughts and opinions for both of these games for my final thoughts video, since I beat both of them in May, so you guys will hear more about these two games in that video. Another game you'll see in that final thoughts video is Wolfenstein. This is basically known as Wolfenstein 09. It came out in 2009. I had no clue this game existed. I saw it in my local GameStop used for super cheap, and now is like the perfect time to get Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii games because they are so cheap used. But yeah, I played through this game and I completed it, and it really surprised me. So I'll give you more of my thoughts in that final thoughts video. The reason I got Wolfenstein 09 was because I was really excited about Wolfenstein The New Order. For some reason I saw a trailer on this game and it just intrigued me, you know? So I picked it up, I'm playing it currently, and I really like it. This is a sequel to Wolfenstein 09. It has the same main character, BJ Blazkowicz? I think I'm saying that right? I don't know. But he's a really cool character. I like his character. The gunplay is spot on. The gunplay is just so easy to pull off. I really like that. And I also like the emotional side of the narrative that they're trying to pull off in this game. I mean, I've seen some pretty like gory things and pretty emotional things happen that I really wasn't expecting. So I'm all about that as well. One thing I don't like, and I wish they would have added it to this game, was the fact that in Wolfenstein 09, that game kind of feels like Singularity. You get these powers that you can use, and there's none of that so far. I haven't come across any powers that you can use, like shooting through walls or having a shield. Nothing like that is incorporated in this game, which is a little disappointing, but for what it's worth, it's a really good shooter. I won't spend too much time talking about Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, because I did that video dedicated to it. It's called My First MMO, and I basically gave you my impressions on my experience with my first MMO and how much I like the game. Really digging it. I haven't played it in a week, which is a little unfortunate, but my 30-day trial is coming to an end, and like I said in that video, I plan on extending that just because the summer's kind of dry for new releases, and you know, I don't mind hopping into this, using the remote play feature so I can play on my Vita and just level up and get through the story. So really liking this. So apparently you can trade games in at Target, and I knew nothing about this. It wasn't until last week I saw that they were having a bonus going on for the trade-in program. You basically get 3 times the amount of trading credit for every game that you trade in. That's a crazy deal. So I took advantage of it. I traded in 6 games and I got about $228 worth of store credit. And those 6 games were nothing special. Eventually I'll get them later on down the line when they're cheaper. But since I got that credit, I went ahead and picked up Watch Dogs for the PlayStation 4. And unfortunately, it has Target Edition right up there. I could really do without it, but I won't complain because it was essentially free. I got the PlayStation 4 version because it says it has exclusive content. It's 60 minutes of exclusive gameplay included. In this version, I guess the Xbox One version doesn't have it. My initial impressions on Watch Dogs was kind of lukewarm at first. I love open world games, one of my favorite genres. And there was just something about the beginning of the game that just wasn't catching me. But once I got out of that tutorial and I was able to do my own thing in that open world of Chicago, I started digging it a lot more. I did a lot of the side quest stuff. I mean, I've only played about 3 hours of the game, so most of that time has been side quest things and just hacking, going around and profiling random people. And I love the profiler. It's really cool. It's a really cool mechanic. But the main character, Aiden Pierce, he's basically like a vigilante, and he's getting revenge on the people that killed his niece. And that's not a spoiler because that's in the beginning of the game. So yeah, he's out there trying to get revenge. And wow, it's crazy. Once you're able to do your own thing, I think the game opens up a lot more and you're able to go at your own pace. I haven't done a lot of the story-driven missions just because I've been having so much fun with the side quest stuff. I really enjoyed that. And I also like going around and hacking people, which is kind of sad. I feel bad because you have this profiler and it basically tells you everything you need to know about the random people walking along this virtual Chicago. and it tells you their name, their occupation, and how much money they make a year. Of course, some people that make a lot of money, you can hack into their bank account and steal some of their money. But then I felt kind of bad because I was hacking into people that only made like $22,000 a year. And I kind of felt bad about that until I realized I was just playing a video game. And who cares if I'm hacking people that only make $22,000 a year. So there was a little moral issue I had at first, but you know, I'm enjoying it. I really like it. Definitely gonna get into the story a lot more. But so far, so good. Think it was worth the wait. And finally, the big boy here, the game that I have been waiting forever for, Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. It feels like forever since we got a Wii U game, and that's probably because it has been forever since a new Wii U game has been released. But I'll take what I can get, and thankfully it's an awesome Mario Kart game. This game is great. I just got finished streaming some of this game. If you haven't already, definitely head over to Twitch and follow me so you can follow my random streams. You get those email alerts. But Mario Kart 8 is rad. It's an awesome game. I love the sense of speed in this game. I think that was something that Mario Kart Wii was missing. It didn't have that good sense of speed, but thankfully, that's all back in Mario Kart 8. I like the new items and the courses, the tracks are ridiculous, and the music is good as well. I mean, I'm just gushing all over this game because I feel like, you know, I've been waiting so long, just like a lot of you guys out there. We've been waiting so long for a new Wii U game, and then we get something awesome like this, and it's just so much fun. The online is great. That's where a majority of my time has gone into, you know, the online, and I'm really digging it. It's a great game. If you have a Wii U, this is one of the games you need to own, just because it's that awesome. So that's it, guys. Those are all of the games that I picked up in May. What games are you guys playing? What did you pick up throughout the month? Let me know in the comment box below. I always look forward to reading that. I'm going to thank all of you guys for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.